So it's been about 2 weeks since I moved here, and I think I've been doing pretty good living on my own so far. I don't know how to use this, so I'm gonna figure it out right now. I don't have a dryer, so that means I have to leave my clothes out to dry, air dry them, which I've never done before. I think I'm doing it right. Hey everyone! So it's been about a week since my last video, and a lot has happened in that week, it seems like. Like I said in my last video, I had to take the placement test for my Korean language class, and I got placed into KLI 2. Kind of. Not really. Alright, what actually happened is I got placed into KLI 1, which makes sense since I've only been studying for 4 months. The KLI 1 class that I got placed into is supposed to be the intermediate KLI 1 class, so it progresses a lot faster than the other classes. But for the most part, a lot of the stuff that I would be learning in that class is the same stuff that I was learning during the spring semester. So I asked if I could be moved up to KLI 2, and they moved me up. Now, should I be in KLI 2? Maybe, I don't know. So after I asked to be moved up, they put me into KLI 2-2. So what I understand from the spring semester is that the dash number at the end is supposed to represent how fast your class progresses. So higher numbers progress at a much slower pace than the ones at the lower number. So for example, during the spring semester, I believe there were about 13 sections, and I was in section 1-8. Now for the summer program, I'm in section 2-2, which means my class is moving at a pretty fast pace. Now as of right now, I'm doing pretty okay in that class. It's just that listening in Korean is still a little bit difficult for me, and there's a lot of words that I still don't know. Sometimes I'll get lost in conversations that are being had in class. And because of that, I spend a lot of my time outside of class studying Korean so that I can understand a little bit more each time. But other than that, I'm really enjoying my time inside KLI level 2. Part of the reason why I didn't want to repeat KLI level 1 was because I didn't want to spend time here learning stuff that I've already gone over. And even though it may be difficult for me to follow along sometimes, I'm still learning a lot more stuff than I would be learning in KLI level 1. So every day may be a struggle for me, but since I'm learning something new every single day, it's worth it. Now moving on, in this video I wanted to give you guys an idea of what my daily schedule looks like. So as I mentioned before, every week from Monday to Friday I have my Korean language class. And every day that goes from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now remember, I live in Bucheon, which is really far from where my class is being held. So every day I have to take the public transportation system, which means every day I walk to the nearest bus stop in order to take the bus to Bucheon-yok. Then from Bucheon-yok I take the Cheochol all the way to Sincheon-yok. Then there I take the bus all the way to Yonsei Daehakyo, and then I walk to my class. So in total, it takes me about 45 minutes to an hour in order to travel to Yonsei. So every day I wake up about 6:30 to 7. Then I'll get ready in the morning, and then I'll leave my house anywhere from 7:15 to 7:30. Then I'll take the public transportation system all the way to class and arrive hopefully 20 to 15 minutes early. Classes from 9 a.m. all the way till 1 p.m. Now Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are my busy days. I'm still keeping up with my regular workouts, and on those days I also have Taekwondo. So on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, my schedule looks a little bit like this. So after I finish class, I'll go eat lunch, and I'll give myself probably about an hour to rest. I usually go to the gym around 3:30 to 4 p.m. So in between eating and going to the gym, I spend my time studying Korean. Now I usually spend about 45 minutes to an hour working out. And then from about 6 to 7:30, I have Taekwondo practice. And not always, but sometimes after practice, a lot of the club members and I will go out and eat dinner. But usually I'll go straight home right after Taekwondo practice. That means about another 45 minutes to an hour of transportation until I get home, and I usually arrive home around 9:30 p.m. I'll eat dinner, finish whatever homework I haven't done, take a shower, and then go to sleep. So yeah, that's what the majority of my days look like. Now Tuesdays and Thursdays, I don't have any practice or any workouts, so usually I'll just eat lunch at school and then come straight home. Now the summer program that I'm taking at Yonsei also has afternoon activities that we have to take. Those activities include calligraphy and Korean cooking. Now I haven't taken the Korean cooking class yet, but yesterday I did do the calligraphy activity. So in that class, we were making postcards and keychains. So they gave us a black ink brush pen and a little practice packet so that we can practice our strokes and designs and everything before we put them on the postcard. Now they gave us 3 postcards, but I only had enough time to do 2, and even then they weren't super detailed postcards. The font style that I did on the cards came from an art exhibit that I saw here in Korea. The first one I made says Chon Saram, which means good person, and then it has a little emoticon from Kakao Talk here. And the second one I only had enough time to do the font, and it says Ganman, which means ebb and flow. So here's the first one, Chon Saram. And then here's the second one, Ganman. So yeah, they came out pretty nice. I know they're supposed to be postcards, but I'm probably just gonna end up keeping them. And I did get videos of it being made, but basically what happened is we had this plastic sheet and then a wax paper on the back of it. And so on the plastic sheet, we used markers to draw designs. I just ended up tracing the design because I ran out of time. But then on the back where the wax paper is, you took a colored pencil and you colored in your design. And so then once you were done with your design, you took a heat gun to shrink the piece of plastic into a keychain. And it was actually really cool. So yeah, the first afternoon activity was actually a lot lot of fun. It was basically just an hour and a half of me drawing. I'm looking forward to the next calligraphy class and also the cooking class, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And so with all the activities that I'm doing during my day, I really don't have a lot of free time, and majority of that free time is spent studying Korean so that I can keep up with my KLI level 2 class. On the weekends, I have plenty of time to do stuff though. In fact, this past weekend I went to Namdaemun Shijang with one of my friends that I met during the spring semester. Say hi to everybody because they don't know who you are.
Oh, hi, I'm Jean. I'm a human.
Now, Shijangs are a pretty interesting part about Korean culture. They're pretty much everywhere. In fact, Bucheon has its own Shijang that's right next to the subway station. Namdaemun Shijang is known as the largest Shijang in all of Korea. There's a lot of clothing shops around the area, a lot of shoe shops, a lot of bag shops. There's a little part of it where there's street food being sold. There's lots of souvenir shops there. There's an area there that just sells fabrics so you can make your own clothes. But yeah, it was a really cool place. A lot of tourists visit there when they come to Korea. And I was actually really happy that day because I was able to find a pair of shoes that actually fit me at that Shijang. Let me show you like why I need new shoes so badly. These are literally falling apart.
Oh, that part.
Yeah, and then like it's ripping in the back.
Oh.
But the thing is that they don't have my size here in Korea.
I'm glad you found your size here.
I am too.
Ooh.
So yeah, we spent majority of Sunday just exploring the Shijang.
We're in Korea, Seoul. Somewhere.
Oh, is that where I am? Trying out some of the food that was there and just having a good old time. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the past week. I've mostly just been going to school and studying. So yeah, I'll continue to keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching and see you next time.